What up, collective, and welcome to another channeled podcast. This one is on porn channeled or the sex industry channeled. The sex industry or adult industry refers to the large commercial sector dealing in sexual services and products, encompassing activities like prostitution, pornography, phone sex, strip clubs, sex toys, and webcamming, involving businesses, creators, and platforms focused on sexual arousal or gratification, though it also involves complex issues of consent, exploitation, and trafficking. And I'm not sure, I may post that, but I just did that Just Breakfast Boss channeling where it's a poly couple that's kind of going viral on Instagram for this very young girl. And yes, young girls are being trafficked, but the way that it's becoming more normalized, it's almost as if they wouldn't want to call it that. They wouldn't want to call it that because they're making money. And Spirit is saying consenting porn is not bad, but there is also a lot of porn that the women are held against their will. There have been many women that some of you have, if you watch porn, you probably have came across somebody who was not consenting at all. Okay. And this is a major problem. This is why pretty soon this $1 billion industry is going to be shut down. It's already starting to happen because more people are turning up dead who are sex workers. Sex work is the work of a devil, okay? That is what Spirit is saying. There is nothing right about sexual work or exploiting your sexual energy, okay? You can argue with your mama. That's what Spirit is saying, all right? And I'm not here to judge anybody. If you guys know, I kind of dabbled in that for about a year or two, and you know, it's never good, okay? It's demoralizing. That's what Spirit is saying. And you guys have heard me talk about how when you watch porn and masturbate, there are certain sex demons that latch onto you, that latch onto your root chakra. It's like a global orgy. You're kind of like having sex with people who are also watching that video and exchanging sexual energy with the person that you are masturbating to. So if the person that you're masturbating to is being held hostage or being abused, being forced to come onto the screen, that's exactly what you are ingesting as well. Even if that person is consenting, it's like you're still having sex with that person. That is what Spirit is saying. Because the mind is a very powerful thing. The imagination is a very powerful thing. So Spirit kind of wants a Reiki done to purge out all the people who don't want to do porn, who are being held against their will. There are lots of women from other countries who are also, I'm hearing snuff films. Okay. So yeah, like I feel like beyond porn, there is like a fetish of unaliving the person on camera, and you know, it's really like sick. Okay. There are lots of women where they were filmed right before they were harmed, okay, or yeah, right before they were harmed. So it's good to affirm that if you have ever watched anything like that, that you don't attach, that you don't consent to that energy, because what it is doing is basically you're consenting to being just as evil, just as nasty, just as vile. And this is why people feel absolutely disgusted after they masturbate, because not only did you just have sex with strangers, you had an orgy with them. And then on top of that, God knows if they're doing that type of work, there's not really a lot of light there. Okay. Even if they are saying that they worship God or anything like that, nobody in that industry can be connected to source, because source would never agree with it. Okay, so spirit is coming through and saying, no, my children, do not do that. That is the last thing that I want my children to do, is to be involved in even selling feet pics and shit like that. Okay, I'm hearing, because you're now calling in sickos, perverts, the bottom of the barrel demons. Okay, bottom of the barrel, low life type of energy. That's why a lot of sex workers go missing, get killed, because they are now putting themselves in a frequency with the enemy, with very vile, low vibrational men and women, but I'm hearing men. Yeah. And porn, it all started because of men. And when a man is not tamed within his phallus, his little things, Spirit was showing me something really deep about that too. So like how men are circumcised, like everything around their ball area, everything around their pee is so sensitive. Like they can get hard off of anything. And then Spirit was just showing me like different men, like sticking their penis in literally anything, and being circumcised, kind of like causing sexual perversion. So I was seeing this deep thing where it's actually good to not get your child circumcised, so that their penis can be exactly what Spirit intended. When you cut off that skin, it's like you're now allowing some demon. I'm so serious, like, because it's supposed to be protected. It's like, if just imagine an enlarged clitoris. That is how the male penis is. Okay, like it's just, you can imagine, like it's like tender to touch. This is why a lot of men have sexual issues, and it's all kind of rooted in somebody being like, this feels better without this. Okay, but it was not really supposed to be that way. That's what Spirit was showing me. And that any man with a circumcised penis could tell you that they probably don't have that issue of like hypersensitivity. I don't know nothing about that, so I'm just saying what Spirit showed me. Okay, that the circumcised penis is not really good. Okay, and so this is more of like a call to action, because it's like a vicious cycle that's happening with the sex industry. We all know that porn is bad, but Spirit is saying it's very true. Someone here, even if you watch gay porn, you got to stop watching all types of porn. Okay, but again, there are certain consenting where it's interesting, because there are people who enjoy sex work, and I'm seeing like good collaborations, no issues. Like there's some benefits to it, in a sense where you can harvest into, I think what Spirit had told me before was couples. Like when it's like a real couple who's actually in love, the energy isn't so bad. But then again, why would you want to watch that? Okay, so yeah, porn is a perversion. That is what Spirit is saying. It's not even natural to want to be in the room when other people are doing certain things like that. So, as you kind of step away from it, that's when you'll begin to realize. That's why a lot of people are trying to fight off their porn addictions, especially as the vibrations rise, because it's noticed effective immediately. Like shit, like that you latched onto some shit, or that you just watched some shit that you shouldn't have watched. Okay, so let's see. So that's mainly what I'm getting on the porn energy. And yeah, this is going to start dwindling down. Okay, it's not even supposed to be a thing. That is what Spirit is saying. All right, it was all because of a horny man with a circumcised penis, and everyone. Peace out, y'all.